I work in an organization called SPARK, and it used to be called the East Tennessee Technology Access Center, hence why I changed the name. So whoever wants to go, it was ETAC.
Yeah.
And to me, that sounds like you're getting ready to have a heart attack or you got some bug problem. I prefer neither one, because SPARK really is, because it doesn't stand for anything except for the spark in your heart, the spark to make change, and the spark to do good. And we do all of that. We work with people who have disabilities to provide them with assistive and adaptive technology. How many of you in this room wear glasses or contacts? Most of you, right? How many of you have hearing aids? How many? This one does, because he's got to figure out what date that dinner's on. September what? Yeah, right. How many of you have arthritis? Right. So everybody gets a disability at some point if you live long enough. Every single person does. And many of us start out in our young ages needing glasses or whatever kind of stuff they need to help you do your schoolwork better or what. But as we get older, we definitely need help. Now I'm going to give you a couple examples, and I'm not going to steal your thunder because I know you were here to speak tonight. Okay, settle in, boys and girls. So today, a woman walked in. She was probably a little bit younger than I am, and she was here from Memphis to take care of her sister. And her sister has, what's it called?
Yeah.
Has that, and she can't move. Now she was a fully employed person, working in her job, doing everything like you're doing today. And this took over, and she's paralyzed. She may never, ever be better. She could get better, is what I understand about that. But for right now, she's not better at all. She has never had a shower since March. I think that's what she said. Now, that's because she can't get in it. Doesn't mean she's not clean. But can you imagine that? You get up most mornings and take care of that. And you can take care of yourself. You can take care of your food. You can feed yourself. You can do things. She can't do any of those things. She can't take care of her family. So her sister's here getting equipment because guess what? When she called the insurance company to say, I gotta have a list of stuff this long, the insurance company said, sorry, you can't have it. If you get a wheelchair, you're probably not gonna get the Hoyer lift that she needs to be moved from the bed to the chair. Or if you get a chair, you probably can't get a power chair. I got one more about an older person to tell you. This woman came in, she was a small woman, and she'd been given a list of things to get for her husband. Insurance said to her, yeah, we'll get you a hospital bed, but you only get one that you got to crank. She can't do it. And I asked her, I said, so do you have help? And she said, no, I guess I'll just figure it out. He was coming home in 3 days. And we had part of that equipment. So that's what we do. We have loads and loads of hospital equipment that people can get from us. And we ask them for a donation. But I can tell you right now, if somebody comes in there, don't have 2 nickels to rub together, they leave with whatever they need. And I don't care if it's a hospital bed, a Hoyer lift, or a pair of crutches. We will ask people to give money for us because we don't have any other way to get it. But the most important thing we do is serve our community with these needs. Now, my favorite story is about a little boy whose name I can tell you because his mother gave us permission. His name is Elliot. And he has something called arthropyrosis, which means he has no muscle tone. None. Absolutely none. The opposite of that, for the same, whatever, disability is one where their jaw is out like this. They can't move their muscles at all. So Elliot is 10. Now, I've known Elliot since he was about 5. And he's been coming to ETAC before it was SPARK since he was a little one. And he would get a toy because we adapt toys for children with switch. So they can push that switch, and the toy will do that obnoxious thing that parents can't stand for them, and they love it. They absolutely love it. So Elliot came and got a toy. So after he grew out of that toy, we helped him also get a way that he could play games. He loves them. And we changed the gaming, whatever you call those things, so that he could actually use it with his hands. Well, he's getting older, and he's wanting to do more things. One of the things he wants to do is play with his friends on surfaces that are not flat like this. So we took a wheelchair. He has a fantastic wheelchair. It goes up, it goes down, it goes every direction you do it. He flies around that school. But it doesn't want gravel or grass. He's a boy. He's a little boy, and he wants to play. So we took a power chair and we adapted it. And that takes a village, because we have a team of people who come together and look at how that chair is made. And then they take the wheels off, and then we have to figure out a new part to put the wheels on. I'm not a mechanic. My job and all of that is to say, they come to me and they say, I need a machinist. All right, I'm out to find the machinist. I find the machinist, I take the stuff to them and say, can you make this for us? And then I say to them, can you make it for us for free? And then it happens magically like that. So we were able to adapt this chair for Elliot, and we took it to his house in Lenore City. And I tell you, I love movies. I absolutely love movies. Watching that little boy go around his backyard was the best movie I saw all year. He got in that chair, he was as nervous as he could be. And the guy who does wheelchair seating for a living was there. And my son came with me, and the three of us held our breath. And he got in it, he fixed him up in it, and then he drove to his backyard. And we watched for 30 minutes like it was Jurassic World forever. It was wonderful. And now I have seen him on a number of videos that his mother and father post on Facebook, where he is in that wheelchair, and I know that was a good day's work for probably 10 people. Now my last story is also about Elliot, and I'm glad to take some questions. He's one of our poster children, but Elliot can't do this. And so he goes to school in a regular classroom, and his dad brought us a little light, and he said, do you think that you could adapt this so that Elliot could let his teacher know he has a question, or in Elliot's case, it's more likely to be an answer. And we said, sure, we can figure that out. So the light bulb came off, and a 3D little globe was put on that with an LED light, so it would last a very long time. And then it was adapted to run on a switch. Now the switches are very simple to make. We do them there. Even I learned to do this. Soldering, very cool. When you make these switches, they cost about $3. And if you buy them, y'all can go home and Google it tonight. If you buy them, they cost a fortune, an absolute fortune. So we love to give these out. So then Elliot is able to sit at his desk, pop that switch, and he can get his teacher attention. Now my feeling is that teacher would like to hunt me down. Because I'm fairly sure that Elliot's like this all the time. He's got something to say, and he's got something to ask. But I'll let her hunt me down, because that was another day's worth of work. That's what we do. We help people with solutions so that they can live more independently, or to the best that they can. A lot of our folks are never, ever going to go to work or go to school because they just don't have that capacity. And so what we hope to do is to help their families, help them live their best lives. And if they can go to work because they've had a disability and they're trying to adjust their lives, that's what we want to do, is help them get out and do that so that they can continue to be productive members of society and vote. So do you have any questions?
Do you take donations of?
Let me say two things that she pointed out to me earlier. They take, some of us have grandkids that have gotten, a little electronic truck for Christmas, and used to play with it 3 months and put it back in the corner. Maybe the battery wore out for a while, and we've got a guy that we know that comes in once a week, and repairs all these little motorized toys, so that they have something that they can give to these kids. So if you have any toys like that that are still usable, serviceable condition, they will take those. And also, they just lost one of their big grants. So this year's gonna be tough for them. So anything that anybody can do to help out would be greatly appreciated.
So we accept donations of cash and money in any form, but we also accept medical equipment. So if you have used medical equipment in your garage, in your grandmother's garage, in your children's garage, wherever, we take it. And then before it goes back out, it is cleaned and repaired and serviced to go back out to folks. And that's how we get it.
Tax deductible.
Yes, it is tax deductible, as is allowable by law. Yes, sir.
Just to answer my question, you do accept use of medical equipment?
Yes.
Everything from up-arounds to hospital beds?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I appreciate it if you call, look on our website, SPARKTN.org, and look and call us ahead of time. Fernando Calixto is an amazing person and repairs the equipment. And sometimes I'm just going to tell you, he's going to tell you no, because he's going to assess what you have and know that he's going to have to take it to the dump himself. And I will tell you that we have a shoestring budget and a shoestring staff. We do, every one of us is doing 2 or 3 things to keep that place open.
You said that's SPARKTN.org?
SPARKTN.org. There is no other organization like us in this part of the country. The contract that we have is with the state of Tennessee Department of Human Services. And 4 years ago, there were 5 centers in the state. And they asked each of us to renew our contract. This contract has been here much longer than me, so I don't even know when it started. And they took it from all but 4. So at least I didn't feel like I was alone. Alone in the swamp. But we were devastated, because you don't replace $253,000 when you're a tiny organization. And we had a couple of options. Die, keep going. And we decided to try, you know, and I do not regret it. It is, I used to have blonde hair. I do not, that was why. I don't regret that, because every day somebody comes in and tells me the story, like the ones I've told you this afternoon. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to try to keep this organization alive, and we will appreciate your support. And I thank you, Mike.